we do have a triple X in the video link for the stream. So take that for what it's worth. Welcome to the Summer Solstice Art of Venn stream. Starting relatively on time. What? Now available live in the Discord. Did you know that yours truly has recently made an appearance on another line by line over on the Kara Nodrick channel? No? Well, let me tell you, it is true. So, I will now click on these things and let you watch parts of it while I continue getting ready the way I should have already. Ready?
Love's out there banging some taxi driver or something.
What?
Serious, dude. So after like going through the town,
No, not that one.
nobody decided to join hate, and
This
he
one.
had to sit all alone at the hood of his car. He's like, okay, at least car, the thing I own.
It's just me and my possessions, all
Yes.
alone. I bet you Love's out there banging some taxi driver or something. I'll drink this drink to make it feel better.
Oh my god. So hate will make up stories about love, so that like he has all this hatred inside, but love doesn't even deserve it. It's like because hatred is like doing it unconditionally.
Like he stabs even himself with the fear and insecurities.
Why would he think that when she's driving to him, she's on the way, he bangs the guy? Like, is that a thing?
Because that would hurt him, and he's stabbing, his brain is stabbing his head with his heart with things that would hurt him. That's why he can't notice the beauty of the moon and the stars. I mean, imagine what he thinks she did on vacation.
Nothing. Like he could have gone with her like that. Like he was like, no, I need the reason to be hateful. If I go with you, I will be too happy. But if I stay here,
What? What? Yeah. So there's people that talk about the lyrics of a song and project all over it. But Cow showed up in the Hive Mind chat though. And that makes me want to go over here and find my last notification from his release of, I guess, I don't know, he put some graphics on the side of this guy talking?
Emptying the mind. I cannot emphasize enough the importance of a frequent mental catharsis. This means clearing the mind of fears, hates, insecurities, regrets, and guilt. The mere attempt to empty the mind tends to give relief. Haven't you ever experienced a welcome sense of release when you've poured out your troubles to somebody you can trust? One effective method for doing this is the daily practice of silence. Everyone should insist upon at least 15 minutes of absolute silence every day. Go alone into the quietest place available and sit or lie down. Do not talk, do not write, do not read. Think as little as possible. Conceive of your mind as the surface of a body of water and see how nearly quiet you can make it so that there isn't even a ripple. When you've attained a quiescent state, begin to listen for the deeper sounds of harmony and beauty and of God that are to be found in the essence of silence. I was once conducting a religious service on an ocean liner.
I am currently conducting a religious service on an ocean liner, the dread ship Grimgriz. Welcome. You are virtually not alone. On this side of the LARP gate, I am General Griswold gXpPaBIgrjM of the first LARP Aggression Protocol. Because it's an acronym for FLIP. We like acronyms around here. But there is, remember everybody, there is no agency. We want what's best for you. So here I am, dance monkeying for you. I see you out there. Ardlian. This man said the world needs a timeout. Alright guys, so I woke up on this playground and everybody was playing Monopoly, even though there had been a clear winner, and everybody was playing racism, even though the Ashkenaz was a clear winner. And so it's like, all right, guys, it's time for a new game. And then this other guy's like, hey, let's play. You sons of bitch get to eat bugs, and you'll like it. Let's play that game. And I don't know. Most people were busy arguing about other things and didn't notice that there was those people trying to play that game.
On a voyage to Hawaii. In the course of my talk, I suggested that people who were carrying worries in their minds go to the stern of the vessel and imaginatively take each anxious thought out and drop it into the ocean and watch it disappear in the wake of the ship. It seemed an almost childlike suggestion, but a man who had quite a no-nonsense manner came to me later that day and said, "You know something? Every evening at sunset, as long as this voyage lasts, I'm going to drop all my worries overboard until I develop the ability to cast them entirely out of my consciousness at will."
Wow, man. Thank you to the Serendipity Engine and the Hive Mind chat, visible now over there. Do you see him? That's Ardlian and R and me. And if you scroll up, you can see a little bit of Pet Cow. Oh. Wow, that's not the right one. What? No. So is your face. Welcome. This is the Summer Solstice Art of Venn live stream. Available, recorded live, as you can see down there, on June 20 by the Frog. That frog's available on the shirt for another 8 days. Nathan, Lulz, good to see you, sir. Lulz is here. Why is... Okay, so... There? Better. That frame's too big though, bro. No, not that frame. The banner's too big. This is too small. You guys know how that goes, right? Wow, look at this hair. This is unshorn since everybody started wearing masks, and now I'm some kind of bozo with enough gel product. R says, it's entirely possible, I guess. Probably in response to something I said several minutes ago. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for your savings throws? That's where you get a chance to resist the mind control that follows in the rest of the episode by choosing either survival, social, wisdom, or heart. You can get bonus to your savings throws by buying things or participating in the Discord server, the Broken Clock Tower Discord, where people and minds associated with this ship and its travelings over the information ocean, commingle in various ways. But if you don't have any bonuses, you got to get over a 10 or you take full damage from the following mind control. Survivalists with a 7. Socialists, big fumble socialists. Shouldn't even be here probably. Sophists, you're going to be alright, 15. Those of you who chose hard only need a +1 to make it because you got a 9. Alright, there. Everyone has had their savings throws. And now, pretend you're ready for the next segment. Alright.
Every day I shall watch them disappear in terrible in its truth. It's this, for the thing which I greatly feared is come upon me. Of course it will.
Hello, friends, says Josh Garrison in the Hive Mind chat. And friends, he called a shout out to the fraternal regiment embodying narcissistic sociopathy. We're people too. We just care less than you. Like you care about what's going on with the Koreans, right? Right.
For if you fear something continuously, you tend to create conditions in your mind that encourage its development. Faith is the one power against which fear cannot stand. Master faith, and you will automatically master fear. As the Bible also suggests,
buy a hat with the referral code TINFOIL. That's it's in there somewhere, like Leviticus 9:11. Buy a hat. Buy a hat. Here we have for you and us. For you and us. The show notes. I'm upping my game and preparing in advance. These I posted yesterday for everyone to interact and play with. And given the collapse of the ivory tower of academic... Okay, hold on. Given the collapse of the ivory tower of academic authority, might be wisest to rescue the film school kids from the rubble. They've been learning observer-level monkey skills in propaganda and dark arts. Illusionist necromancers learning how to move the emotions of the walking dead with sounds and flashing lights. So that's like there are people that have academic information on how to produce these units of consumable content of shared virtual experiences, and we can grab them, bring them down, and pick their brains for our own purposes. Because remember, Embody, there is no agency. Have a panopticon placebo. Then we did this. So, what? No. Then we did a social media footprint calendar. Why don't you exist? Like, I would like to be able to flip through by day and see everything. Like, you know, like the way you know that the NSA can see you. Like, if you could use their glasses to look at yourself and perform self-reflection, and then like, well, look, on May 21st, I posted over here on Twitter, here on YouTube, yada, all that on Discord with what's-his-face, and then, like, you know, review my own life the way the NSA can review my life. That would be nice. And there's a couple justifications for... Oh, okay. Live on the Broken Clock Tower segment buffer. Live over on the Broken Clock Tower Discord in the Reaping Rooms. We're starting a new thread. You can do Discord threads now. And you can also now make clips onto YouTube of various stuff. So like in such room, under such thread, it is really hard to find. No, it's not. It's right there. It's right there. See, look. And then you click there. Right? And then there's just one more. And then you're like, boom.
This is where the cosmic Christ resides within Christianity. I couldn't find it anywhere else. I couldn't find it. There was always some portion of it cut off or cut out, like a cropped photo and enlarged or something like that.
Behold the wizard-like powers available at our fingertips. Isn't it amazing, folks, what we can do together? Because we are virtually not alone. This episode brought to you with logos and integrity. What? By the shadow cabal of production executives. Slogan TBD. Slogan TBD. No, this one. So how are you? You there that's virtually less alone because you're hearing the sound of my voice, directing my attention toward you in an appeal for reciprocity. How are you? Good. Go take your kids to the beach a few weeks ago. Thanks for your support and attention and times, good times. So yeah, we're doing like with these fancy tools you have now available. You can clip this part and then put it in a room of clips from this thing and us to discuss and talk and an emoji on it. Like, swing by the room and squirt your emojis on it, please. We appreciate it. The cipher's bane of mythological encoding. Layers of data. Okay, so like people with shared mythologies have it's like I know what things look like with the glasses you have on because we're both part of the same fandom and we have the same mythological reference scenes that resonate as monitored very closely by those generating the GIFs that appear when you reply with a GIF to a thing. Like these people, the ones that have these datas of what people choose to, how they choose to express themselves through tiny memes from shared propagandas. That's the Giphy people, I suppose, are the level of human analysis data they're getting with that is phenomenal. So this is not investment advice. And next up, there's a mute snitch in your head. Welcome. Thank you for joining us on the Summer Solstice Art Event. Live stream event. There's a mute snitch in your head. Okay. There's a mute snitch in your head. Where snitch is the snitch like in the game of Quidditch played at Hogwarts where they learn magic. And the snitch is where your right brain sends your attention because your right brain can't speak to you in language. and you exist primarily as a story you tell yourself about yourself using language. And so this little snitch of attention that it's mute, that can't speak to you because it doesn't language, but it's a snitch of attention. You think of yourself as the language self, but there's a whole other brain that's you. Consider it your shadow for all it shades you from. But even that self has an inkling of what faith can do. The snitch is the familiar of the witch from Synchronicity. Faith in the shadow works too. So that's about how, like, the things you put your faith in and then don't even question that you could have faith in such a thing because it's so deep in your shadow. Those things you have put shadow faith in, like what's possible for you in this lifetime, those are shadow faith, and you have to do the introspection to figure out, or the experimentation to figure out what you keep in your own faith shadow, where all the faith that you exude as a living faithing being, a lot of it is going into your shadow beliefs. And beliefs, investigate your beliefs, what your shadow beliefs in, because those bind you too, as well. Those bind you as well. Oh, also, I'm supposed to pimp the hat with the code TINFOIL and then close the show. However, since that show closed, I've also generated these notes for a show. So we'll go on to that next segment after where's the beats that I am after you're really hard to search for, bro. Never mind. Have you ever read The Black Company? The Black Company book. The Black Company. That's the Mercer. No, you know what? There was a squad in Jumpgate that went by The Black Company, that it was based around people who had read that book, but I had never read that book. It's a grim and jarring read meant for a more mature audience, fast-paced, devoid of extensive descriptions, and throwing the reader into deep waters inhabited by hungry and malicious things. No, I haven't. I haven't been exposed to that, R. By Glenn Cook. What? What do you mean I'm live? Oh! Son of a... Yeah, you were looking to filler to go run out in the shed. Yeah, okay. Maybe if I sing to you, you won't notice that I am stalling to hear. I'm finding for you a clip to run. Here's one from you and burn, you son of a gun.
It's Hupomene. That is the best in my book. It's probably spelled H-Y, but you know, whatever. But I like the poem. It means to stay under the pressure, and it's the pressure of the wine press until delivered. And then that produces faith, and the faith produces character. And the character to me is the wine, because it's got to suffer. I mean, that's one of the things. I mean, I'm living in Georgia now, and everyone knows wine has to suffer in order to be made. It suffers in the ground. The grapes do. The grapes don't like good ground. They like
you say wine has to suffer in Georgian?
No, I can't.
Can you next time we talk?
I will try, but it's probably
wine has to suffer.
That's
beautiful. That's a beautiful wine has to suffer. I love it.
Yeah. Well, it's like it's from the whole point of the grapes in the ground. They suffer even the grapes. They don't want good soil. They don't want that dark, rich soil. They want bad, bland-looking soil that has rocks and stuff in it. That it's kind of like yeah, I'm going to do this, and then they bake under this hot sun, and eventually you have to do something with them, and so of course traditionally a lot of people would step on them with their feet in different cultures. They do that here traditionally, and then they put it in a clay pot, huge clay pot in the ground.
Speaking about being put in a clay pot,
yeah,
what do you think is going on here?
That's very much a death and resurrection image as well, because
I was thinking earlier today that like maybe Earth is where someone's training their Sardu car. Like on the other side of this experience, like we're here to get hard to to be good wine on the other side.
Exactly.
Some other existence.
I do think.
What do you
I
make
look at
of
life
all?
as a test.
What's up with this?
I look at life as a test, but then again, I don't look at it as having a lot of spinning around the dial of reincarnation. I think you've got to make we are generally selfish, and to fight against that, even to say,
all right, thanks for holding the water there, Bern. So from the notes, all I gotta do is say the words on this paper, and I can call this a hey, you did it there, buddy boy, good job. So here we go. Dabrowski. There's a guy who was some kind of shrink guy, researcher maybe, who did a talk on not a talk, a paper on the I don't know, in my head it's stored as Dabrowski integration, something to do with gifted. Okay, so with regards to this corner thing, right? There's this interesting Venn of like people who watching a bunch of the same persons on the YouTube. It's kind of like they're watching a comic book, and we could probably store like significant events to the timeline in the comic book form, and that would help with when the new people come on, they could just read the channel's comic book to catch up. Then the gift of the God mask. Okay, so it's like if anything I wish I had when I was 14 was like this book that said how shit was and what to do about it and where to aim. And I think as cautionary tales and people watching a bunch of brainiac YouTube can do together is create this God mask to give to the youths so that they can save us when we inevitably continue to deteriorate. And when people come around, they make drummer boy offerings. It's like, this is what I got, and like there's a skill set to recognizing and rewarding that behavior that I need to work on. There's the documentary timelines notion that is next on the list, ties into how like we can vend this with a comic book for onboarding purposes. The network cluster nodes is too complex for today. Trading cards, as you may have seen if you're a part of the Broken Clock Tower Discord, I took a meme dump with the following. Pachow. Frog spell. The donning of the Keck hat. Redirect this affected target demographic towards social maintenance for 3-6 months. Man, I lost 2 book tours. You can't see it because of the scroll. Man, I lost 2 book tours, and the coma was the mana cost for doing the spell. So, but there's this whole market for gaming products that we can use as a bridge between reality, meat space, churches, and the like. And what we do in this internet sea, like pirates. Remember, everybody, pirates. Pirates. There's no such thing as an NDA on Talk Like a Pirate Day. Blow your whistle through a sea shanty, baby, and all your dreams will come true. Thank you, Shadow Cabal and live participatory Hive Mind audience. This has been the Summer Solstice Art of Venn live stream. This